Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant, undisputed, back on track. Good news for boxing. I got some updated thoughts. Stay tuned to this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Throw a like on the video. You guys don't understand how far it goes when you guys throw a like on the video to let others know that the content is fire, and this is what they're looking for: informative boxing content, you know, news, updates, the latest and greatest, all that good stuff. So smash the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now, it looks like the fight is widely being reported as back on track. No official announcement. We got to wait for Canelo or Fox to announce it, but it looks like it could happen. Some people still disagree that they don't think it's going to happen because they don't trust Canelo, things like that. But my sources, all the information in boxing suggests that it could happen. Now, me, for one, I'm glad for the fight. I want to see the fight. I think it's an excellent fight and stylistic matchup. Canelo has not always fared well with guys who have the ability to move. Caleb Plant can box and move. He can plant his feet, like his last name, Plant, bars. And he can plant his feet and trade. He's a pretty versatile fighter. Canelo has a great offense. His defense, his upper body movement, the head movement, you see him. He's a student of the game, and they're both consummate professionals. So I really like that for this particular fight. Now, I got to pose some questions and present them to my audience, the Boxing Ego family, Ego's army. I don't understand this. Eddie Reynoso did a recent interview. He said that Caleb Plant's going to get bodied and knocked out, which we'll have to see. If the fight gets announced, we'll see what happens. But you hear Canelo fans, and a lot of the man fans are all over the place, and they act like nobody's noble or deserving and earn the right to fight Canelo. It's like, what do those radical Canelo fans, what do you really want, right? And it's hilarious to me if you listen to all my videos and what I put on wax and all the, you know, content hours and billions of hours of contents and minutes of contents that I put out regarding all of boxing, but particularly this situation. And the funny thing is, I've never said this is a bad fight. I, in fact, wanted to see the fight. However, a lot of the Canelo man fans are all over the place. When Canelo looked earlier like he was going to fight September 18th against Caleb Plant, these same fans said that, oh, this is a great fight. Canelo wants all the belts. This is why he wasn't fighting Benavidez. This is why he wasn't fighting Jamal Charlo. And this is undisputed because Canelo's a G and he wants all the belts. And then the fight fizzled out. And then those same fans went the low route. They took the, you know, instead of going the high route, they took the low route and then insulted Caleb Plant and said he was a bum anyway and it was a boring fight and I don't want to see it because it looked like Canelo had redirected his focus to fighting against Dimitri Bivol at the time at a catchweight. So then the Canelo fans spent all this time saying, yeah, Canelo Bivol, yeah. That's a bigger and better and more dangerous fight for Canelo. I love the catchweight because there's only a certain amount of time before September 18th and Canelo can't put on the weight that quick, yada, yada, yada. And Caleb Plant was soft and he sucked and it wasn't a good fight anyway. Now, fast forward to the future when the reports look like Canelo has he's doubled back and circled back round to PBC and now he can get it. Now the fans are back on board with it. So the Canelo fans look schizophrenic, a lot of them, because they've followed Canelo's moves and whatever way he took you, you just ran with that. Me, I'm a true fan of boxing. I like Canelo. I like Caleb Plant. They're both great fighters. May the best man wins. I just don't understand this pedestal that Canelo's been put on as if he's bigger than the sport of boxing. Like nobody's good enough to even fight Canelo. Like you listen to, I'm here for real boxing dialogue breakdown. If you think Canelo wins, intelligently in the comment section, break it down. But a lot of the Canelo man fans and the casuals in boxing, they're beta males, so they can't do that. They do schoolyard like taunts and name calling and stuff instead of just breaking down the fight, which is what it's about. Me, I think Caleb Plant is, mark this video down, I think he's more of a dangerous option than Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Smith. Styles make fights. Billy Joe Saunders I didn't think he really did much with Canelo. That's my personal opinion. Some people were saying it was close. I seen Canelo whooping his ass. Again, I'm my own person. These are my thoughts. I did the Boxing Ego watch party. I was happy for Canelo. I don't really like Billy Joe Saunders, not a fan of him or his style. He's a loudmouth. Canelo punished him. I didn't see like, oh, the fight was super close and Canelo got exposed. Some people were saying that. So it's funny because no matter what, I'm the bad guy. So say hello to the bad guy, man. You know, when I say positive things about Canelo, they say I'm in love with Canelo. When I have constructive criticism and breakdowns, they say I hate Canelo. As far as Caleb Smith, he was big for nothing. He went in there like 7 inches taller than Canelo and got broke up. Billy Joe Saunders did all this disputes on the ring size, threatened to pull out, played all these mind tricks that he thought would work against Canelo, which I told you wouldn't work because Canelo's been fighting since he was 15 in Mexico, fighting grown men, and then he got his eye shattered. He's contemplating retirement. I do think Caleb Plant is the best fight that Canelo has fought at 168, right? Because he hasn't fought the guys like David Benavidez. So this is one of the remaining people. Like, of course, I want to see Andrade and Charlo fights, but they're not at 168 at the moment. And Canelo didn't fight him at 160. So for me, the top 2 guys that I thought at 168 that were proven would be Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. You know, and I like David Morrell, but he's, you know, that's not realistic right now just because he's so fresh. But I think those are all great future contemporaries for Canelo. We'll see what happens. We have to wait for Canelo's word to see if this fight happens. But it's just weird to see some of the Canelo fans in motion. They act like nobody's good enough to fight him. Like, who do you want him to fight? You know, and the flip-flopping saying Caleb Plant's a bum when it looked like he moved on to Bivol, and then now he's fighting Caleb Plant, and people are back saying it's a good fight. Me, I'm far too consistent. Canelo's a beast. He can fight. That's good. But so can Caleb Plant. Bring the fight on. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know how I did. Also, use my link in the description if you want to make money on YouTube as a content creator. I've been using TubeBuddy for years. You can use my link in the description. Use it. Use it. Apply yourself. Learn it. TubeBuddy is a beast of a way to get your videos out there because you optimize the content so it's ready for people when they're searching these terms and stuff like that. It's too much for me to go into detail. Maybe I'll provide a course or something so you guys can use it, but click the link in the description. I also got the ESPN Plus Disney Hulu link in the description. Let me know what you guys think. I'm waiting. Hopefully this week, Eddie Reynoso said this week we could get some clarity on Canelo's next opponent. Bring on this Plant fight. Let me know who wins in the comment section. And I'm out. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.